In this video, I'm gonna reveal what you can find at Taiwan's cheapest buffet.
Look at that, it's gorgeous. It's basically Italian pasta, the low-carb version.
Then I'll compare that to Taiwan's most expensive buffet, one of the most beautiful, well-put-together buffets I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my God. Guys, have you ever seen anything like that?
But is it worth the high price tag? Today, I'm on a mission to choose which of these two extreme buffets gives me the most bang for my buck. Let's move.
Right behind me, we've come to our first crazy affordable location. The restaurant is called Da Wei Wan. Here they're serving hot pot, but you can also grill up the meat too. It costs only 250 Taiwanese dollars or $7.72. That is extremely affordable. When I first came here, I thought there must be a catch. How is it that you can come here and eat as much hot pot and grill as much meat as you want to for under $10? The only stipulation is that you only have 90 minutes. The other way they save money is on staff. Here you don't exactly have a server. You need to go up and get all the food yourself. That's like most buffets though, huh? Now, to go in your hot pot, they have over 50 items you can choose from. And what's great is you can just go scoop up all the ingredients you want to for yourself. But we are in Taiwan. They have some very unique ingredients I've never seen before. Let's go inside and check it out. Go from this wall over to that wall. And that's everything. Right here is where you can get your food. Let's check it out. I'm told this is stinky tofu. No one does it more stinky than Taiwan. But does it really smell? I gotta say, not that stinky. I'm very disappointed. That's more stinky than that. Back here, they have something really amazing. This is a blood sausage cake. They look like little brownies. They have a load of different vegetables. Here, there's a huge variety of pretty standard protein. Pork, chicken, lamb, but that is boring. Instead, I'm gonna opt for something like this. A huge watery tray filled with pork blood cubes. Nice. I'm gonna try out a little bit of the stinky tofu right here. I'm told this is a rice sausage. I wanna try that out. I gotta try some of these blood brownies. Of course, we have our big blood cakes right here. I am curious to try some of this really super thick seaweed. This looks nice because it has pictures on it. Balls. They have no testicles, but this is the next best type of ball right here. Right here, I've got my grilling plate. I have some chicken gizzards, and I'm gonna pile on some of these duck intestines. Nice. Next, broth. The broth is very clearly labeled and written out here. So you just have to choose which broth you want. You can pick two. All right, folks, this is round one, and we have two cooking stations on either side of me. Right here is for grilling, and right here is for the hot pot. We have the duck intestine and the chicken gizzard right here. On this side, we have the very spicy broth on this side, and the very medicinal broth on this side. I'm gonna chuck all my food mostly in the spicy broth, with a little bit in the medicinal broth. I just found the catch. You only have 90 minutes for the amount of money that you pay to be here. I've already been here about 25 minutes. I have about an hour left, and I have to cook my own food. There is a amount of time where you have to wait for the food to cook or heat up. That's the issue. Another 5 minutes has passed. I have less than an hour remaining. I'm really feeling the pressure right now. I've not eaten anything. But this is looking medium duck intestines. Yes, please. I'm not gonna start with that though. From here, grab some gizzard. Give it a little bit of a hit in the sauce. A mixture of soy sauce, vinegar, scallions, and garlic. It smells fragrant. Cheers. Gizzard's so cold. Okay, you know what? It's just $7, right? I should take my time and not die. I'm gonna give the gizzard some more time. In the meantime, let's go for these duck intestines. Look at that. It's gorgeous. It's basically Italian pasta, the low-carb version. Hit it with a little bit of sauce and throw it back. Cheers. Oh, that's very nice. I think those have been braised for a while. They're slit open, very well cleaned. I don't taste any detritus. And listen, people in Taiwan not only appreciate duck, but all the different duck parts. Duck tongues, or duck head, or duck feet. Any part of the duck, they're ducking eating it. I'm gonna give this gizzard a second try. Cheers. That's good. Super crunchy, almost like eating cartilage. It's very nice.
Soon, I'll be taking you to Taiwan's most expensive buffet. But first, let's check out what's inside this hot pot.
The spicy one looks amazing. Our little fish balls are floating to the top. That's probably how you know they're done. But we're gonna start with the medicinal side. Let's be honest, the taste of Chinese medicine, it's not for everybody. It's something you kind of have to grow up with. Like me as a young Taiwanese boy in Minnesota. I want to start with the stinky tofu. Now, it wasn't stinky earlier, but I'm hoping that the heat has unlocked the stinkiness. Cheers. Oh, it's unlocked. Oh, it got really smelly. Let me cut that in half. That's a lot for this boy to handle. Ooh, it smells like a homeless guy's feet. Cheers. But then when you throw it back, not so bad, especially if you drink the sauce after. Balance. The taste of the Chinese medicine, not that strong so far. Let's check out our next food. These are those blood cube brownies. A little bit of rice and a little bit of blood. Cheers. You can taste a little bit of the blood. You're mainly getting the texture from that rice inside that's now become partially soggy, but partially still a little bit bouncy. Enough with our medicinal broth. Let's go to the good stuff right here. Starting with my favorite part of the fish ball. I've acquired what looks to me to be a pepper oil or a chili oil. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a dip in that, and let's toss it back. That's good. A nice bouncy texture on those balls, and those balls are just craving to be put in some kind of a flavoring agent. The best part is that in 90 minutes, you could put 100 balls in your mouth. I mean, however many balls you can fit in your mouth in 90 minutes, that's what you're allowed to do. And they legally can't call the police. Unless you take your pants off, then they absolutely can. Moving on, we have an odd assortment of eccentric foods. Right here we have seaweed tied into a knot. Somebody graduated Boy Scouts. I love it and I hate it. It's a little bit irony. I'm getting some of the spice now from that broth. Very nice. Otherwise, that is some very thick seaweed. Right here we have our giant pork blood cake. Oh yeah, crazy hot, but it has an amazing texture. It's very silky. It's almost like a silk tofu at this point, but with a lot more flavor and a lot more seasonings. All right, so that is the cheapest buffet you are gonna find in Taiwan. The thing is, I could continue, except for that my time is almost up, and I have another buffet that I need to go to, a buffet that costs over 10 times the price of this one. So I don't wanna consume too much stomach real estate. This place, was it awesome? Absolutely. Is this gonna be our best buffet of the day? Honestly, it's a strong contender, but we have to go to our next location to find out for sure. Let's move. We have come to our second buffet location. It is right up there. That is Taipei 101, one of the tallest buildings in Asia. It's called Taipei 101 because it's in Taipei. And guess how many floors it has? 87. No, 101. But the best part about that building is that it has the most expensive buffet that you'll find in this city. And we're headed up there now to check it out. We have come to the 86th floor. This is where the buffet is. It is called A Joy, and this place is stunning. So right now we've entered the lobby, the waiting area. There's about 200 people waiting for this place to open. It's gonna open in about 2 minutes. I got to take a look at it already. I'm telling you, this is one of the best laid out buffets I've ever seen in my life. I cannot wait to hate myself by the end of this video. So this buffet wraps around this entire floor, and there's something new at each station. The first station right here is the seafood paradise. Let's take a look and let's grab some food. Boom, bowl of shrimp. They have crab meat over here. Even more crab. They have mussels. As you move down, you start to see more sashimi, raw fish, salmon, yellowtail. This is not only seafood, but also sushi. Usually when you go to a buffet and get sushi, it looks a little beat up. This, premium. It looks so good. As we move down here, we see some nigiri. I have to grab some of these. A deep, deep red tuna right here. It turns out here they have a searing section. So on the menu, you can order A5 Wagyu, you can get snow crab, you can get different types of fish. Could I have 2 A5 Wagyu beef and 2 seared amberjack? So right here we have the amberjack and the Wagyu, and he's just taking the torch right to it. Oh, but he's not done. He's gonna hit it with a little bit of sauce. I'm kind of overwhelmed right now, guys. They have over 300 foods here on the menu for you to choose from. Let's see what's over here. Oh, here they have a hand roll. You can get a scallop with crab roe or a bluefin tuna or uni and sweet shrimp. Oh, God.
Get the uni one.
Yeah, why?
Weird.
So first he takes the seaweed, he puts in a little bit of rice, he hits that with some cucumber, hit it with a little bit of shrimp, and then the uni going on next, some sauce, wrap it up, and that is ready to go. I'm kind of filled up with my first section. Let's go eat our first course. Course 1, right here, and it looks amazing. I'm gonna start with this. Very basic, hit it with some soy sauce. Cheers. Super fresh, very delicious. This is the Wagyu. Hit it with a little bit of sauce. Smoky, beefy, fatty, amazing. Here, amberjack. Once you think of tuna and salmon, amberjack is the next fish you should move to. Here it's been beautifully seared, and on top they put some different stuff. I don't know. Hit it with a little bit of that. Smoky and stunning. I love it. Here, a hand roll. Shrimpies, uni, little slivers of cucumber, which I don't love, but I'm gonna make it work. You know why? Because the whole buffet staff is standing right there. Watching my every bite. As a wild combination of flavors. That uni is briny and very rich, super creamy. It's almost too intense to handle. And again, surprising to find something that premium at a buffet like this. We're gonna talk about the price of the buffet soon, but I gotta say, so far, it's seeming worth it. Trademark. From here, we're moving on to the next buffet station. All right, folks, so that is a sushi section where we just were, and this is the fresh delight section. Right here, they have a lot of small bites, which is perfect for a buffet. You don't want to come here and have 2 or 3 things. You want to come here and have 50 to 60 things, if you're me. As we move down, they have some salads, cold cuts, cheeses, and then right here, we have the leg of a pig. It's a nice looking leg. I'm telling you, if you were hitchhiking and you whipped out that leg, you'd get picked up immediately. Right here, they have a type of Swiss cheese, and she's gonna make it for me now. The way it works for display purposes is they wind it into this kind of flour, and then they put it on the platter. How pretty is that? As we move down, nobody goes to a buffet and wants to eat vegetables, but here, they make vegetables look cool. It looks like a haunted house, but for vegetables. That being said, am I gonna try any of these vegetables? Absolutely not. We move now into the next section. This is all about the meat and the proteins. Right here, they have some juicy lamb chop that just came off the grill. Right here, they have grilled beef tongue with salt and scallions.
This is egg fried in roast free.
How do I get that?
Okay, we can serve it from here.
I just take it now?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it just came right off the grill. This is amazing. As we continue down the meat section, we find even more. Right here, they have grilled eel skewers. And then right here, I've never seen this at a buffet, grilled sweet fish. I think I'm gonna have to come back for that one. So this is what you have to be careful for. When you come here, look where there's nothing, because there should be something there. Here it says grilled king crab clusters. So we're gonna wait for that, and that will complete our meat plate. Where do I begin? How about with the tongue of a beef? Ooh, my tongue is about to taste this tongue, and it's gonna be a good moment. Juicy, warm, almost melting in my mouth. I love it. Speaking of melting, right here, they have some Wagyu that they just took off the grill. Super rich, super delicious. Let's talk about the price. For a buffet at this value, I would expect to spend $140, $150, but for lunch, it costs only $101. That's insane to me. Of course, it's not a price where you're gonna be coming here every day, but that is definitely accessible for people who wanna save up for special occasions. So tell me what you think. $101 here in Taipei 101. Is that worth it for you? I will let you know what I think at the end of the video. The answer is yes. Next, we're moving on to eel. It's just like melting in my mouth. It's so soft. There's like a thick teriyaki glaze on top, and it has a little bit of fishiness in a good way. Next, cheese flour from Switzerland. Switzerland is fantastic for bread, cheese, meat. That's it. I went there. Cheers. That method of preparing the cheese has made it almost fluffy. That's wild. From here, we're moving on to our king crab. That is a gigantic chunk of meat right there. This is like the sea bum of crab thighs. All right, let's break this open. It's still warm. Oh my God. Guys, have you ever seen anything like that? Cheers. Oh my Lord. Wow. It's so big, plump, beautiful, and juicy. Juicy. So here's the thing, if I was not making a video here, all I would be doing is eating that right there. Now, we have a lot more foods to see and a lot more sections to take a look at. Let's keep moving. All right, folks, it's round 3, and I want to show you a meat I've never seen before. At first, I thought it was beef. It is not. This is grilled chicken neck side. What? Leave it to folks in Taiwan to find a brand new thing to do with chicken. So yes, I will absolutely be getting that for my 3rd course. So now we're leaving the grilled meat section and heading to the fried section. This is all about different fried stuff. Right there, those are fried small sweet fish. I've never seen something like that at a buffet. I gotta try it. Behind me, they have a teppanyaki station where they cook up seafood on a flat top right in front of you. Right here, a load of abalone being cooked up. The abalone looks amazing. So right now he's taking the abalone, giving it a little bit of a cut and transferring it to the station right here. Ooh, right here he has a handful of fat scallops that have been freshly seared. Right here he's got a plate. It's a plate with a little bit of sauce. I got my freshly seared scallops right here. Seared abalone that we just saw being made. Look at this guy, smart. I think this guy used to work at Applebee's like me. Good order. Boom, round 3 right here. And this is a wild assortment of foods. First, let's talk about the abalone. Here they've paired it with a little bit of a liver sauce. Cheers. You need a second? You're good? It's so delicious. What I love about abalone is just the density of the meat. It's so meaty and it has a delicious seafood taste along with that liver sauce. I'm gonna work my way up to these gorgeous giant scallops, but first, how about the side of a chicken neck? What I can appreciate in Taiwan is that they use every part of the chicken, even the cock's comb on the rooster, they eat that. Everything, including the side neck. Cheers. It tastes a little bit like the thigh, but you can tell it's not from the thigh. But it's a delicious flavor. They put some sweet glaze on there. I love it. Then we have this, a sweet fish. The only question left with this sweet fish is ass first or head first? Wife says ass first. Cheers. Oh, that's really good. It's crunchy. It tastes very oily. I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of soy sauce. Very nice. This is the new fish sticks. Finally, a seafood that I think everybody adores. Right here, a giant seared scallop. Underneath, they have a thick, creamy sauce. Cheers. Bro. This is the most decadent, luxurious meal I've had in a while. I feel like once I leave this place and go back to my normal diet, I'm gonna become extremely depressed. 90% of the happiness in my life comes from food. The other 10% comes from alcohol. That said, I've got a lot more buffet to show you. Let's keep moving. We've moved past the meat section, and now this whole line right here is full of Taiwanese, Chinese, Cantonese, food from all those regions. First of all, they have this right here. It's a dish called Buddha Jumps Over the Wall. This is a dish that contains a lot of unique ingredients, including abalone and shark fin. This is a very iconic dish in many parts of Asia. I'm gonna try it out. Right down here, we have a big, beautiful, golden, crispy duck. And then right here, they have a plate full of that delicious, succulent breast meat. So I'm gonna grab some of the super fresh duck. As we move down, there's more duck action here. Here you can order a roasted duck wrap. So right here, there's a pancake made from rice flour and green onion. Then he puts on a sweet sauce. He takes some of the duck, he places that on top. He hits it with a little bit of cucumber and then some green onion and some lettuce. Roll it up, and that is how you make a duck roll. I'm told they have a second duck dish that I must try. It's a duck skin nigiri. So it all starts with the rice. They have the duck skin, and then they take their rice. It looks a little bit different than a typical sushi rice. And then, oh, this is gonna be great. He takes the torch and he makes that skin extra crispy. Wow. There's one more station I wanna show you. Here they have a lot of different steam baskets. Oh, here we have a fish maw stewed chicken soup. And right here they have steamed egg. Also cool, but I'm not getting it. And then finally right here, a variety of dim sum and xiao lam bao. Oh, look at that. It's so pretty. These are the famous soup dumplings of Taiwan. So I've got my dumplings, I've got my duck. Let's go back to the table and try it out. All right, folks, it's our fourth and final course, and I feel like I may have gone too far. First of all, the duck plate. This is something I've never seen before. A duck skin nigiri. Let's give it a shot. Wow, it's crispy duck skin on top of sticky rice. And by the way, the sticky rice has been coated in a duck fat. I'm not gonna say ducking amazing, but it's very good. Oh, and then right here, the same breast that I have on my plate in this little Taiwanese tortilla. It's so good. I taste the green onion, I taste that sweet sauce, and I taste that juicy duck breast. Even they put some cucumber in there, I don't really taste it. From here, I'm gonna switch this with this. This is the xiao lam bao. Now, I'm told to eat this properly. I need to use the chopsticks, remove the soup dumpling, put it into this soy sauce ginger mixture, put it back on the spoon, and put that into my face. It's savory, it's got meat inside, quite literally bursting with flavor. Here, for balance, they also have a black one. It's yin and yang. An explosion of aromatic truffle flavor. Absolutely incredible. That said, we have one dish remaining, and that is Buddha Jumped Over the Wall. So I'm gonna break the top off of this thing. Wow, this is already a meal right here. First of all, we have the lid. The puff pastry that was on top is very tasty. Inside the bowl, we've got mushrooms, cabbage, vegetables, ooh, and abalone. And supposedly, in here somewhere is a shark fin. Where is the shark fin? I had a quick PR meeting with the staff here. Now, usually in this dish, traditionally, there is shark fin. I'm told now that there's not shark fin. I'm going for the abalone. Cheers. A heartwarming, savory stock, and it's really just an experience because it may or may not have a shark fin inside, but somehow the mystery makes it even better. So this is course number 4, but next I want to show you their massive dessert section. So after a big meal full of meat and after getting gout twice in a row, it's time for some dessert. First of all, ice cream right here, 14 different flavors. Then we got a little bit of juice. It's not the same type of juice that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson takes. Get it? But still good. Right here, fruit. Yeah, fruit is dessert in Asia. Here they have an assortment of delectable chocolates and desserts and cake. They have flan, a little bit of everything. Finally, we are in Taipei 101 after all, so they have a dessert that looks just like this building. Look at that, a mini Taipei 101. That is 101 floors of pure flavor. Cheers. crispy. And look, the inside is full of little offices and half-eaten people. So that is a Joy Buffet, and my God, it was a joy to come here. Next, I'm gonna tell you between the very cheap buffet and the more expensive buffet, which one I thought gave me the most bang for my buck. Boom, today we ate at two different buffets, one that was very affordable and one that was a bit more expensive. The first buffet, I appreciate it. 90 minutes, under $10, eat as much weird meat as you want. Amazing. But I must say, as far as premium buffets go, the buffet that I had just up there, it is without a doubt the best buffet I've ever had in my life. I know what you're thinking. Sonny, how much did they pay you? I wish. If they wanted to pay me, I'll give them my bank details. I'm open to it. But you can see for yourself in the video. It has an amazing layout. It's a wraparound design. So many different food sections. The food is fresh. It's premium. They have interactive food making in front of you. When it comes to buffets, it is just the full package. I gotta say, $101 for lunch, 100% worth it. I would do it again, maybe 5 days in a week. Before we go, I want to say a huge thank you to Ola Taipei Travel for helping to make this video possible. Ola Taipei is offering custom private tours led by passionate locals like her. Ola Taipei takes you beyond the typical tourist spots, from cat cafes and antique shops to scenic hikes. Experience Taiwan's culture and beauty in a unique way. Plus, they offer tours in English, Spanish, Chinese, and even Catalan, right? Their tours provide rich insights and unforgettable experiences. Book your adventure at olataipei.com and experience Taipei like a local. Otherwise, that is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Peace. All right, good. That's a wrap.
If you love Indian food, then you're gonna love our new channel, Best Ever Food India. Subscribe now for weekly videos showcasing the most unique street food from around the country.